You know, as the channel has grown, I thought it would be fun to show how it's made, what I do, and how I do it, you know, what I use to make it and everything. You know, what tech I use, and by that I mean what hardware I use, what software I use, how I use it, what microphones do I use, and maybe what do I recommend you start out with, because it's way more than anyone needs to start out with. That's way more. That's like 7 years of building the shit. You do not need something like this to get started, but what would I recommend? Someone who's been doing YouTube for almost 7 fucking years. I started in 2011. What do I recommend you should do? Well, why don't we start with what I use? This is the room where everything happens, so yeah. And here is where everything I've made, well, pretty much is made. I have a list of all the things I have here, like, on my phone, and I can't remember the exact name of some things. So I'm just going to go down the list and show you what everything is. We will start off with the keyboard, which is the Logitech G6 710 Plus. Sounds nice, it's very nice, it has a volume wheel right there. Play, stop, next, back. Mute. Next is the Logitech C922 webcam right there. It's great. You can screw something on the bottom of it. In fact, I do that for Osu with this right here. I will actually unscrew this, then I'll take that out, and I will screw that into the bottom of the webcam, and I will actually put the webcam here, because my webcam is my face cam. I have Razer Kraken Chroma headphones version 2. They're not that different either way. What we have right now is the Blue Yeti microphone with a pop filter. We have the Blue Radius, which is this silver thing on it, which attaches it right there to the Rode Podcaster boom arm, suspension arm, whatever you want to call it. Just look at Rode Podcaster and you'll find it. With a wind guard, which is this little thing which just helps with stopping the sound of the fan a little bit. It doesn't stop it completely, but it does its part. We have a tablet, a drawing tablet for art that I like to do sometimes. Not really posting yet, but oh my god, I just knocked off a whole bunch of shit that I need. Fuck, okay. And then I just have a tripod here that I use, okay. And here in a raffle I won Pioneer headphones that are nice, they're great quality, they're Bluetooth, they're fantastic. Time to look at the softwares and stuff now. For once I'm starting off without having my, webcam and facecam on, but if I want to turn that on webcam like that, webcam board like that, and this is like alerts for when I get a subscriber or something. Okay, so yeah, this is the program I use to do it. Normally I won't do display capture, I will game capture. Say I load up, I don't know, what's a decent game to load up? I'll load up Papers, Please. Papers, Please crashed. God fucking damn it. Wait, no it didn't. So if I go back to OBS, if I display capture, I will put that below the game capture so you can still see what I'm doing, but this will show first. What I will normally do is I will do this and I will click properties, and right now you see there it says Peggle. That's the last thing I recorded. What I will do now is I will switch it to Papers, Please, and I will move this over to my second monitor, and when I go back to Papers, Please, and there you go. It's that simple to get the game open. If I go back to display capture, I will show you how I edit my videos real quick. Vegas Movie Studio Platinum 14. Very great for the price, especially. I'm not going to do into an in-depth tutorial of how I do any of this stuff, but if I was to throw, what I would do is normally now I would do a lot more cutting and stuff, but I'll show you like 15-20 seconds. I would look for spikes in this, which would mean we're laughing or something. What I would do is I would find a decent spot like that. I would go to the beginning. You paste that in to get in an enticing moment, like how did they get a hole in one? And you fade it in just about that long, not very long. Whatever you do this to line it up and see how it's lined up, you do that, and then you go to here. So about that. Normally, since the intro is much louder than that, I will actually go put it on another level, which I will make quieter. Then I will make that and do this. It has the same effect pretty much, but the volume's better. You can control the volume more. And you do that 500, 1,000 times, and eventually you get a finished product after you add a few bells and whistles and stuff like that, and then, you just go to project, render as, you use HD 1080p, it's great, it works fine, that's what all my videos are in. For making the thumbnails, they're all 720p. I use Paint Tool SI, which is a lovely program. What I will normally do is I will say, you know, go to Google, say we're making a Golf with Friends logo, we'll look up Golf with Friends, you know, we'll get a good background, we'll make it the right size. Vaguely. And to add a nice blur effect, you have one at half size, like half the resolution, which you bring back up, and then one small, which you will bring back up. So then I will, you know, back to Google, you want to find the logo? Great. What you do is you do this, type logo. And more often than not, you'll find the logo in PNG form. Like that. You open up Golf. In this case, it actually isn't a PNG, but whatever, we can work with that by just highlighting all of this in color difference. Normally I would put more effort into making sure the lines are clean and whatever, but this is just to give you an idea of how I do it. So I'll do that, but for now, what we're not doing is we're not drawing a little Stitman, because I'm too lazy to do this shit right now. So, yeah, there's, I don't know, Joe Narrett Golfer 1 and Joe Narrett Golfer 2. Those are on the side. If it's live, I'll put the word live. If it's Let's Play, I'll put Let's Play here, so I'll just put Lev, L-E-V-E, I guess. These will all be on different levels, by the way, so I can work them independently, but this is just scrappy quick. What I will do, though, behind all the logos and stuff, is I will put a nice background thing like this. I will find colors that work, like, ooh, in this case, I'll just use cyan, I guess. I'll use the airbrush tool and blur like this, all the way around. Don't worry about it being too big, because what you will do now is you'll hit 3D form, you'll make it smaller, like around the edges and stuff, and it creates a nice rain effect of sorts. So if we go back out, which looks better, with or without? Personally, I think it looks better with. And that's how I do the thumbnails, which is time-consuming, but the thumbnails are important. People don't realize how important the thumbnails are. No one, and I repeat, no one. Okay, for the specs inside my computer, I bought a pre-built computer, so some of the stuff I'm not 100% sure on, because I know you can't buy this computer anymore. I know it has a Radeon MSI RX 480 8GB graphics card in it. It is a Core i7 quad-core at 4 GHz. It is 16 GB of DDR3 RAM, a 4TB Western Digital black hard drive. I'd say a good thing would be around a $300 to $500, maybe $600 PC to start out with. You know, we can play games on medium setting, 40 to 60 FPS should be fine. A Blue Snowball mic Ice is relatively cheap and is great. Especially get a pop filter. They work wonders. Any webcam really should do, as long as it can shoot decent video at least 30 FPS. Any headphones are great. Just make sure they're headphones. Do not use your speakers. That sounds awful. For an editing software, I think Sony Vegas Platinum 11 or up is great. They're all affordable-ish, you know, 30, 50, 60 bucks. They're great. They're high quality. And for making your thumbnails, I'd use Psy, which is not free. It's not like Photoshop expensive. You know, it's like something like 50 bucks or something like that. I don't remember exactly how much. If you can't afford that, I've heard good things about GIMP. It's free. Just download it. It's okay. Real quick, just because I realized I never said it, the camera I recorded the first part of this video on, where it's me, it is the Sony HDR CX405. It's great. It's 1080p 60 FPS, and it's like 100, 200 bucks. It's fantastic. If you can get it, get it. It's great. If you need a camera that actually shoots video, it's great. But my fucking god, take up a second battery. This thing is dead very fucking quick. Like, it's not a joke. If you're gonna get this, get one of these. They're fairly cheap. That's it. I just realized I forgot to say that.